Boston Celtics, man. You looking like a real
ding dong. Real.
Well, I ain't gonna say the word I want to use.
Oh,
We're in sensitive times these days. I can't really say.
no.
Local radio host calls like, I'm black.
Local black radio host calls.
Yeah.
Is that what you wanted to say?
Calls Marcus Smart.
I don't even know what word you're
It's several words that I can
even
use.
going for. I don't even know.
That I can use to describe what a black man looks like coloring his hair Boston Celtics green. There's a lot of words I can describe that brother. Man, anyway, let me just move on from that.
Are the fumes still in the building?
Yeah, I think there might be some
fumes
fumes.
Hey, you know what, though?
in the building?
He's on something. Like today, he's just in a he's in a frame of mind that's very.
Them fumes had my head hurting like all weekend long this past weekend.
Yeah, those fumes were something else.
Yeah. That almost took me up out of here. But yeah.
I
still don't think
I just
I'm
felt
right
kind of high, honestly. I was just a little looped up.
Man.
I was a little looped, felt a little space cadetish.
Yeah.
They didn't take me out like that, thankfully. But man, look, we're escaping the inevitable here, or trying to. We got to talk about the Grizzlies. Game 5 tonight, 8:30, FedEx Forum. The opportunity for the Grizzlies to either extend the series or get on up out of here and start the vacation a little earlier than a lot of folks had hoped. We'll talk about what that means. I made a little emergency adjustment. Hope you don't mind. I talked to our friend CJ Hurt, and I said, CJ, you couldn't come on yesterday. Why don't you come on today? And he said, cool. So CJ's going to join us.
That's what's up.
You look like you're deep in negotiations.
Just tired, man.
I never seen you this just detached.
But you know I don't like you doing all that either, because ain't nothing wrong with me, bro. So let's go on with the show, man. Ain't nothing wrong with me. Let's go.
Yeah, but you know how we do. We gotta work.
You know, I don't like nobody projecting emotions on me that ain't there, bro. Let's go.
I ain't projecting an emotion on you.
How old is Gina Bus?
She looks
Come on,
surprised.
man. Leave my lady alone, man.
She looks surprised they took that picture. I know that much. It's like, what? She was looking down the book, and they're like, look up. Let me take a picture real fast.
Because Gina Bus, like, she been fine. Hold on. Let me go back in time.
I mean, for sure. Bussin', I think is what her nickname is. Anyway, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about what happens tonight. We're going to talk about what the Grizzlies can do, what they need to do. John Morant's injury situation, we're going to get into that a little bit because it's kind of a mess, honestly. We're going to talk about that and what where things stand. Some shots fired by Nets GM Sean Marks. And things getting a little frosty up in Brooklyn. We're going to talk about that coming up on the program. So all of that to come. We'll get into a whole bunch of nonsense. And with our show, one of the things I guarantee is that some point in the next 2 hours, we're going to come up with some weird stuff that neither one of us has any idea is going to come up, and it's just going to naturally come up, and we're just going to talk about it. It's going to be fun. It's one of the beautiful things about the show. You just can't. You got to let it. It happens organically. You just have to let things bloom, just like that. So we're going to talk about that coming up here on the program. Now, if you want to join us, you can. The AutoZone listener line is open for you. 901-360-8255. 901-360-8255. You can hit us up on the AutoZone listener line. Also, if you want to give us a phone call, dial up, talk to Darian, say hello, get on these phone lines. We may take your phone call. If you got something good to add to the show,
yeah.
Where you gonna take it? You gotta bring a little something to the table. But if you do that, if you convince Darian, they gotta convince you, okay?
Only if they want to talk to hot and spicy Sain.
You can't just pull like a Zach and be like, oh yeah, you want to talk? Here, come on there. Like, no, you got what you gotta. What are you gonna talk about? What are you gonna talk about? Like, are you really like? Are you bringing it? What's the thought? All this stuff. If somebody comes on, they're obviously drunk.
Right.
You can't be having that stuff like that.
Do we really want the voice of the barbershop filter in our phone calls?
Absolutely. Why
Well,
not?
I don't know. We have much choice. We don't really have an alternative.
Hey, man, put a handle on that, man. I got a degree now, man. Put a handle on that, man.
Yeah, do we want you want doctor
The accredited voice of the barbershop.
Yeah, do we want the
Yes.
credentialed voice of Facebook?
The credentialed voice of the barbershop.
Yeah, that's
right.
Is Facebook you're the voice of the barbershop?
He's got his barbershop degree.
Yeah, do we want him?
No, that's a real degree. You didn't get a barbershop degree. You got a real actual degree. This isn't a
that doesn't give you the ability to cut hair, though.
No, you're not a cosmetologist or anything.
Yeah.
No, you can't be doing that.
No, but I would love to charge $30 to do so, though.
Yeah, come on up, because my barber had an increase. But But yeah,
Another increase, or is this that last one?
no, this is the one he warned us for started on the first of the month. So,
Boy, oh boy,
yeah, it's a lick for me and Gabe, brother.
man, it's hard times, Daddy.
Oh yeah, it's super hard time.
Hard times, Daddy. My stylist went up too.
You go. I go once a week.
You go once a week?
Mhm.
Oh damn.
It ain't been that way over the last few weeks though. I got to rev up for this increase. But
Once a week. How long does it take?
man, going to the barbershop for me can be longer than I want it to take. If I get there at 4, it's usually like a 2-hour experience.
2 hours?
Cause me and Gabe at the same time. Like it's both of us are getting a haircut.
Is it an hour each, or is it like an hour and a half for you and 30 for him?
But he's never ready when we get there. Like that's never happened. Like I've never been there and like he's wrapping up somebody's head and then I'm next. It's always like I gotta wait 30 minutes for whoever this person to get done.
So even though you set the time, it's still you still.
That don't really matter too much. No. Like it ain't never just been like disgusting where it's like I get there and there's 5 people ahead of me, but it's like
a doctor. Like doctors put your appointment, but it turns out you gotta wait for 5 more people and all that stuff.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
Nobody values people's time anymore.
I never get there and he's like sitting with a cold chair, like waiting for me to come in.
It's like, oh, Anthony's saying I've been 4 o'clock on the dot. Right. Here we go.
Yeah.
No,
or he may be like, man, can I sneak a bite to eat in real fast? Well, go ahead, brother. Go ahead. Cause like I've been all right, go ahead. So you open up the phone lines, you got people ready to call.
I know. Look who we got.
Yeah,
we got Shy.
Send her through.
Did you see? He already sent her through.
All right, come on.
All right. So since we go to the AutoZone listener line, we called up. Look what happens. Look what happened. Look at God. What's up, Shy?
What's up? How y'all doing?
See,
making it.
See, this is what happens. We let people. We let folks. We say, hey, come on in, and we start strong. Cause Shy's good. We're good.
Sharon, you can help me with
y'all. Listen to this, okay? Because she's gonna give you an example of what to do.
Before we do something constructive, I got something deconstructive to ask you.
All right.
I had a debate with John Harden and Peter before the show started. In your time of experiencing people, do you hear more jokes about genitalia coming from white men or black men?
White man.
We do not joke like that. Darren, do we simply make jokes about penises and scrotums?
I'm pulling it up now.
Yeah, this is the man who made this joke. I don't want to hear. Yeah, I don't want to hear. No, I don't want to hear that. I'm not buying it. This man did it yesterday.
He sure did.
That was so good.
Victimize me.
That's a little different
of all
though,
people.
But anyway,
but
Sharon,
however, black women make jokes about it.
See,
we're aware.
See?
I am aware of this.
See, there you go.
When I put on my gray jogging pants, I just get disgusting looks sometimes.
Since we got Sharon on, of course, Sharon covers the Grizzlies for the Fly. You gotta check out Sharon's piece, Mother's Day piece for on Jamie Morant. Interview with Jamie Morant, Ja's mother, has never, to my knowledge, ever spoken or been publicly interviewed anywhere, and exclusive. It's great. It's really good. There's some Ja's mom, man. I learned a lot about her, man. She seems like she is on it. Like, you talk about getting some wisdom.
Right.
Like she's on it. And I was very, very impressed with a lot of the things that she had to say. Very even keel, very level-headed lady. So Shy, great job on that.
I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody for reading it. It was awesome.
What do you think happens tonight?
I don't know, but the Grizzlies should have won, Game 4.
Mm-hmm.
But they got to bring it Game 5. Taylor Jenkins had to bring it as well. But I was one of the ones who think him and Dylan Brooks should have been left back in California. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, I think they need to bring it tonight. If they want their season to continue, they have to bring it.
Yes, that's how it works. They lose tonight. It's pretty much.
When you say bring it, like what do you mean? Were you talking about like effort? We talking like
they need to play Grizzly basketball, and Taylor Jenkins need to stop being like Budenholzer, and he need to coach. He needs to actually coach.
Little boost.
That's just that on that.
Little boost.
Oh, the Budenholzer.
So, where are you at as far as what was I about to say? I don't know.
Man lost his train of thought in the middle of the sentence.
I'm not used to
incredible
because Sharon's a unique caller. She's not just like
Sharon's VIP.
She's
That's
a caller.
why we let her in.
It's just like a guest caller.
Absolutely.
Sharon's VIP.
So I'm serving up questions to her that I wasn't prepared to ask. You know what I mean? So where are you at as far as the chippiness, the dirty stuff on Twitter between fans? I think Grizzly fans are kind of crying a little bit too much because we say mean things about other fan bases too. Golden State is going kind of bonkers, I'll admit. But it's like it's like we're crying about everything they're saying at this point. So I'm like, man, look, you're gonna talk. You gotta talk.
To me, it's not about like crying or anything, but some of the stuff was like pretty horrible.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then somebody came at me, but you know how I am. I hit back, but I had to block a whole bunch of people. But it's really not. I don't think it's the Golden State fans. It's people with like 40 followers, 30 followers, and all this and that, and you just don't really know who they are.
Right.
But it's just been horrible.
Yeah, for sure.
But some of the stuff I just ignore, keep scrolling. But some people I had to block, and I don't block that many people.
No, I don't. I've definitely never experienced as much name calling and like insults and just like nasty stuff from any fan base. Like, you expect a little bit of that stuff that happens, whatever. If you write something that Grizzly fans don't like, then they're going to call you idiots. If you write some other fans, that's part of the deal. But not to this degree, and not like from stuff that wasn't even really. It was crazy from the very beginning. Like before even game one, just in that weekend build up to game one, you could tell it was like getting kind of crazy. And I don't know, like Sharon, do you agree with me that like both coaches have been kind of escalating this stuff too, with all these little insinuations and little comments, particularly Steve Curry and the comments about the code and the whining that happened in the aftermath of Gary Payton II. Do you think that's made it worse?
Yeah, I do think it made it worse. But to me, this is what I've been saying. Golden State fans knew Memphis was going to be a hard matchup, and I just think that they were scared and seemed like they were entitled, and just think that the Grizzlies was going to roll over. But like I told somebody today, the Grizzlies could have been a 3-1. It's an evenly matched series outside of Game 3 when Golden State went nuclear on them. But it's just like it's an evenly matched series. It really is. But the Grizzlies blew Game 4, but that's neither here nor there. But it just seemed like out of fear. And I was told when I was on somebody's podcast said that Golden State fans hated the Grizzlies because they beat them in the play-in, and then something about Andre Iguodala. And they said, well, they had to protect him or whatever. But it is what it is. It's crazy, man.
Do you think that there's any way, no matter what happens tonight, that Dylan Brooks gets booed in FedEx Forum?
I'm not sure. But say, for instance, he keep jacking up, all those threes, and he go for 3
You're
for
saying
17.
you might be booing him, is what you're saying?
No, I'm not going to boo him, but yeah. But I think Dylan needs to not be Dollar Tree Kobe. That's the thing.
Dollar Tree.
Kobe Simmons.
That's the name I gave him
right,
like years ago, Dollar Tree Kobe.
Wow.
So we need him to, be who he don't need to be we need him to be who he is on defense, but on offense he needs to share the ball more.
I mean, he had his highest assist totals this year, so It's not impossible for him to do that. But
last game I think he led in assists. He had 8.
I think the problem here,
I
Sharon,
don't care if he had 80.
Yeah,
They shot with 45 seconds left. It was unacceptable.
Fatal. It was a fatal shot. See, but here's why we were talking about this earlier in the week, and I really believe this. Like, in the playoffs, these teams are scheming for you specifically. And Golden State knows who Dylan Brooks is. They know the kind of player he is. They know what he's prone to do. And so they are, kind of baiting him in to some degree, playing into his worst instincts. In the regular season, you don't really get that. But in this series, he becomes the sort of the only option. And there's not a lot of guys from the Grizzlies that can really create off the dribble and take those shots when things get rough. And so Dylan, I think they kind of bait him into some of these shots too, and he has to be smarter than that.
Well, I need the coach to coach too.
That's true. That's
what they need them to do. He needs to coach instead of letting them do what they want. He needs to actually coach.
Yeah, I mean, sitting him down is not the worst idea. If the offense is so bad that it's just killing you, then you got to sit him down. It's at some point. I think you're right about that. So if they win this one, what odds do you give them to actually pull off one of the most amazing comebacks in history without Ja Morant?
I'm not sure. It just depends because like Draymond Green went on his podcast and say that they're not Minnesota Timberwolves, so I don't know if they gave them the edge. Like how they once they they like job. Where they like, well, if somebody against me or whatever, I want to prove them wrong. So I guess they're going to try to do that. But
now they have given up a 3-1 lead. So Draymond has very famously given up a 3-1 lead. So it's not like that's never happened. All right, so Shy, this is I'm thrilled that you took us up on our offer. And everybody should check out Sharon Brown. Check out Sharon's work as part of the Flyer crew, doing a great job covering this. Go to at Sharon Shy Brown on Twitter. Check out the Flyer, and again, check out the piece from Sharon on Jamie Morant. It is great, really, really good stuff. Thanks, Shy.
All right, I'll talk to you guys later.
Appreciate you.
Look at it. Look at us taking calls, man.
I know. Look at that. We get a genuine celebrity.
Yeah, look at it. Just calling in, big time.
I mean, that's big time for our program. We appreciate that. Thank you. Any other celebrities that want to dial up?
Yeah. I think the only random.
Did you say Joey Sulapek was on the line? Is that no? Oh, sorry, I didn't. I must have heard that differently.
Somebody tweeted me today and said that Joey Sulapek is a jerk in real life.
Oh, okay. Somebody tweeted me and said he's a gem
great
of a
guy.
human being.
I've heard both.
I don't know.
I don't know.
He's always been. I've spoken to him a few times, just here and there, and he was a nice guy. So that's all I can. But I as we've talked about before.
What that mean?
Here's what it means. You don't know people.
You don't know these folks.
You don't know people until you actually know them. Mm-hmm. I don't know anybody that I've had just interactions with here and there. That's fine. Mm-hmm. I could have a nice interaction with some horrible person. Yep. Somebody turns out they're a murderer or something, and I could see him on the street and hey, how's it going? Oh, it's going good. How about you? Oh, great. Like, oh, he was such a nice guy. I can't believe he was a murderer. Like, I don't know these people. You don't know these players.
Yeah. And
you don't know them like that. You don't know who they are. You don't know the type of character.
Right.
You don't know the content of their character.
Yeah, I talk about that all the time too. How we don't know these players. We definitely don't know them. And
we don't know these weather people. We don't know the content of their character. Maybe Jim Jaggers is a terrible person,
right?
Or maybe he's a wonderful man. I don't know. Maybe John Bryant. Maybe I can't speak to that. Todd Demers' daughter is a TikTok star. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, weatherman Todd Demers' daughter is a TikTok star. I didn't know that either, but somebody told me that. And sure enough, I watched this TikTok video, and that's this girl. Like, she's in college, and Todd Demers is doing some weird dance on TikTok. I didn't know that. Does that mean he's a good guy? No, I don't know.
Former Knowledge Bowl host, right?
No, you're thinking of Jim Jaggers, and then before that, Kyle Rote Jr., who was a good guy. I will vouch for Kyle Rote Jr.
Who did you say then? What's his name?
Todd Demers.
He did what's his name?
Todd Demers did not host Knowledge Bowl, did he? At some time? I knew Jaggers.
Yeah, Todd Demers. Yeah.
When did Todd Demers host Knowledge Bowl?
He was like the last host on there.
What?
Either that or I've totally misremembered this.
I remember Jim Jaggers.
Tim is hosted as well.
Tim Simpson. Maybe.
Tim. Yeah,
maybe.
Tim is hosted. Tim.
Yeah.
Todd Demers never did Knowledge Bowl?
Man, you just... I'm making stuff up.
Hey, bro, I've got... Hold on.
We don't know the point is we don't know these weather people. Tim Simpson, he talks about polygons. Maybe he's a... Who knows? Who knows what secrets are lying underneath the rug, so to speak. Who knows?
You don't know nothing about nothing. You don't know nothing about me. And you also, knowing somebody...
I know you pretty well. I feel like I can vouch for you at this point.
You don't, man, because I'm going to tell you how. And this ain't particularly saying
I know you're nasty is what I'm saying. Like, I'm not going to vouch for everything you do. But
here's the thing that people have to understand. Like, you knowing someone is relative to you, like their experiences with you. Like, I've seen too many men, and what's the word I'm trying to say? I'm not trying to...
extrapolate.
I'm not trying to pander when I say this, but I hear a lot of guys tell a woman about an experience with a guy, and they're not a woman. Like, oh, I know so and so, he would never rape anybody. Oh, he would never. Like, dude, you don't know what that dude. Like, you never been in that type of situation with that person. You don't know. Like, and when I say that, it's not just male, female. Like, when I hear white people say, that guy didn't have a racist bone in his body. Like, you don't know that. You don't know how.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know anything about that.
You don't know how he treats black people. I mean, so
What about racist thought in his head though? I don't care about the bones.
Yeah,
I've talked about this before. I don't know. Racism does not emanate from the bones. That's my knowledge of racism. Racism is more of a brain and heart situation as opposed to a bones deal.
Yeah. And I'm.
Who does have a racist bone? Do the KKK people have? Is there a bone that is specifically racist, like the racist bone? Because if we just took that thing out, we might. That might be the thing.
A little game of Operation. Go
yeah,
in there
little
and take
operation.
it out.
Is there like a little racist bone? Get that racist bone out. All of a sudden he's like, man, I love black people.
I'm the doctor for you.
If we were playing out, that would be the hardest bone to get.
A heart of corn. Operation. A racist bone. Get it out.
That bone would be so hard to get out.
I know.
You buzz every. They ain't going.
Hey, but if you have,
it's literally the same size as the hole. I can't.
But if you could get it out, though, if you could ever get it out, though, oh, what a world we would live in. Just go after that racist bone. That's the thing.
I hate when people like you can't.
That's why I tell you, you don't know these weather people.
I hate when people vouch for people and stuff.
And these sports people.
Yeah, you don't know about these people.
Huh. And these newscasters.
Bro, I don't care what
I don't know anything about Samari Terry. She might be nice. I don't know. Maybe she's not.
Well, I'm friends with her. She's a horrible person.
I don't know anything about, Kim Clark. I mean, it would break my heart if she was a bad person because she seems so nice, but I don't know.
Right, I don't know nothing about these folks.
Joe Birch.
I don't know about Conjure Anthony.
Joe Birch. Joe Birch could be out here wild on these streets. I don't know.
See, I'm still been thinking Todd Demers was the Knowledge Bowl. I didn't know.
See? We all look the same to you. I get it.
Wait, I'm totally misremember this. So you're saying that Todd Demers never did Knowledge Bowl?
Well, first of all, it's Todd Demers. Not only Todd
Thank
Demers.
you.
But,
there you go.
Who was Todd? He was Tim Simpson.
Yeah, it was Jim Jaggers is who did it. Really.
What?
Yeah. So you're just making stuff up.
I don't know who Tim Simpson is. You saying Jim Jaggers?
Yeah, Jim Jaggers.
You would know Tim because Tim.
You would know
actually
Jim Jaggers.
His cut is hurt too.
You would know. Yeah, you would know Jim Jaggers. He's been around forever.
Okay, all right. I'm about to lose my mind because I literally thought this was the same.
No,
dude.
no. See, that's what I'm saying. We don't look alike. We don't look alike to you. These two men look totally different.
What? No, they don't.
Oh my God. These two men look. Let's take a break while this man defames our entire.
Well, welcome back. You got him back, Pete. Listen to that laugh.
See, I got
Listen
him.
to that jovial laugh. Yeah, look at him.
Hey,
He's back.
we
Yeah,
got
look at him, Pete. You got
Hold on,
him.
bro. Y'all tell me this ain't the same
No.
thing? No, bro. I'm totally.
Pete literally just pulled a game of Operation on you and gave you a heart.
Wait, bro, you telling me that's not the same, dude?
98.5.
Let former Memphis Tiger Gabe Kuhn and Brett Norsworthy take you home every afternoon with Sports Time on Sports 56. Weekdays from 3 to 6 here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
A good friend of mine told me about this awesome place for lunch.
Oh, yeah? What's the name?
Neil's Grill and Bar, where the fat man rocks. Everybody knows Neil.
Where's it located?
It's located in Yorkshire Square off of Quince.
And what's it like?
The best lunch place in Memphis. You know, like real mashed potatoes and gravy. Everything is made from scratch. Monday through Friday, daily lunch specials like Monday baked chicken, Italian Tuesday spaghetti, ravioli, Italian spinach, delicious fried catfish, fried chicken livers every Wednesday, Friday, Salisbury steak, barbecue chicken, or if you just want a vegetable plate, the best veggies in town.
What about the lunch price?
Meat and 2 veggies, $8.95. Meat and 3 veggies, $10.95. And veggie plate, $9.95. Big fat boy portions, man.
Man, you're making me hungry.
Come hear the best live local music at Neil's. Eddie Smith plays Sundays 5 to 9, Mondays karaoke, Tuesdays Debbie Jameson, Wednesdays Elmo and the Shades, Thursdays John Williams and the A440 Band at Neil's.
Where the fat man rocks.
Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
If you have damage to your home and have your insurance carrier involved, you need a great contractor. You also need a team that has seen claims of all shapes and sizes, residential or commercial. After our inspection, we'll share our findings and give you our professional opinion. Some people say you get what you pay for. However, our opinion is free. Trust the name you can depend on, like the tens of thousands of families Brian and I have served over the past 20 years here in the Mid-South. Brian Elder Roofing. We'll measure your roof from outer space and share our team's experience for your property and claim. Repaired roofs, replacement roofs, big roofs, tiny roofs, insurance roofs, flat roofs, TPO roofs, asphalt roofs, tile roofs, slate roofs, metal roofs. If your roof needs some love, call me. 901-867-0303 for Brian Elder Roofing and Contracting.
Call 867-0303. Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
Hey Mid-South, this month buying a car is as easy as one and done. Call in here from DeSoto Auto Sales. Just visit one dealership, put just $1 down, and you're done. You could drive a nicer, newer car today. Even if buying a car has been hard in the past, We've got the one-and-done solution for every situation. Still owe on your current lease or loan? One and done. Payments too high? One and done. Nervous about past credit mishaps? One and done. Because my For the People credit approval process is the one to get it done. It's that easy. So ditch your old ride and drive a nicer, newer car for just $1 down. Only at my one-and-done sale. I'm Colin, and I'm your dealer for the people. See all the cars online at DeSotoAutoSales.com. That's DeSotoAutoSales.com.
Credit and $1 down require bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced. Offer absolutely expires on May 31st, 2022.
Come see Johnny Harden in Barbecue Alley at Memphis in May, the Memphis Fairgrounds, during his live remote this Friday from 11 to 1 to win free prizes. Following will be the Barbecue Buddha himself, Chris Sussman, 4 pit masters, live band, 48-foot Big Green Egg bust, and all kinds of food cooked on the Big Green Egg. Grand Champion Barbecue and Paradise Grill. Only 250 people admitted per session, $20 per ticket. So go get yours now at memphisinmay.org.
Simple, smooth, and every sip as easy as the last. Tito's handmade vodka tastes just as good with tap water as it does with your favorite mixer. Back in the day, Tito distilled, hand bottled, taste tested, sent to a few friends, then taste tested again to give you the finest juice around. No frills, no flavors, no fancy labels, just the good stuff. Just Tito's. For recipes, videos, and more, visit Tito'sVodka.com.
Distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas, 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof, crafted to be savored responsibly.
Barks now offers you just about everything you need for your furry family member. Daycare, luxury boarding, award-winning grooming, veterinary checkups, diagnostic services including digital x-ray, fluoroscopy, and ultrasound, complete dental service, vaccinations, preventative care for fleas, ticks, and heartworms, and just about any needed surgical treatment. And did I mention that we treat cats and all types of exotic pets? We are the newest member of the Barks family and the newest, most high-tech veterinary hospital in the Mid-South. Located directly across the street from Barks and Recreation, we are a full-service hospital with a fantastic, experienced staff. If you're having problems getting a timely appointment at your current vet's facility, we are here to serve you. Call us at 901-979-8888. Barks and Medication. Excellence in veterinary care.
Now, back to Grind Time on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, are Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sain.
Oh, okay. Mr. Big, Mr. Big. They call me Mr. Big, Mr. Big, Mr. Big. No, nobody.
They actually call you. It's not.
Oh, I was doing my job. He ain't jump in with you.
He didn't jump in with me.
I wasn't even.
They actually call it Mr. It's not big, but what did he say? It's bigger than you think, bigger than it looks.
Oh yeah, Mr. Small, Mr. Small. They call me Mr. Small.
It's a small thing, but
it's a little thing, and it sounds little.
But you keep playing around with it.
But it feels big.
It's eventually gonna get big.
Reminds me of the infamous Rain Man. I clipped the Rain Man one time.
I remember them. It was him and some other guy on there.
Yeah, talking about how he types, and he says, "I use 2 fingers."
Yeah, I remember that clip.
I let one be still and let the other one do all the work.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Talking. It feels small and it looks small, but it's really large. The remix. Mr. Big, Mr. Big. It's really large.
Oh, man.
It's really large. Everybody needs to know that. See, Darian made that. A black man, not a white man.
We ain't bad at all, bro.
Hey, I'm just telling you, don't put it all on.
Text line.
This man can't even tell white people apart.
Text line in your experience.
Thinks the 2 weathermen who've been in Memphis for like 50 years.
50 years.
Combined. He thinks they're the same person somehow. Todd Demers, Jim Jaggers, I'm so sorry.
He reeks of a person that does not watch TV.
Neither one of them is Joey Sulapek. You know that, right?
Right. I remember when Joey Sulapek
Don't come up to Todd Demers on the street and be like, how dare you?
I remember when Joey Sulapek first hit the scene. Cause I was like, man, what? Who's this dude with his bow tie, man? Get out of my face with this dude.
That's why I had to wear the bow tie, because he had to distinguish himself somehow from everybody else. Or else you would have thought they all the same. All right, so Grizzlies yesterday finally making some sort of a announcement. Although in classic Grizzlies style, the announcement actually probably served to be more confusing in many respects than if they had just been quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Classic Grizzlies. They announced that John Morant has been diagnosed after, again, I guess they went on high from the shamans and got the evaluation. He's diagnosed with a bone bruise, and so the phrasing on this is what's bizarre to me. Like, I don't really understand. So they said Grizzlies guard John Morant exited during the fourth quarter of Game 3 of the Western Conference semifinals on May 7th with right knee soreness. Morant underwent an MRI, and subsequent evaluation has revealed a bone bruise in his right knee. Morant is doubtful for the remainder of the postseason, but is expected to make a full recovery. Now, I have a few questions here. All right, Anthony, Sain?
I'm ready. I'm getting Darren ready. I need some music coming, so I'm about to send it to him now.
So the phrase he is quote doubtful for the remainder of the postseason. Now, does that mean? What does that mean? Because theoretically, the postseason could last for another month and a half.
I know.
So does that mean he's doubtful for every game?
Well, it says the remainder of the playoffs.
But it doesn't say that. Doesn't say he's doubtful to return at some point in the postseason. To me, would mean that, like we would list him as it's unlikely that he'll return at any point in the postseason. Would be a way to phrase that to where that would be a better, more like normal way to say we don't think he's going to come back at any point in this postseason, but we don't want to completely rule it out. Not to say he's doubtful for the remainder of the postseason. That's not a designation that exists. That's not a thing that is. That's not a thing. Being doubtful for the remainder of the postseason. That isn't anything. Because you don't know. That doesn't know.
It's absolutely nothing.
How long does the remainder of the postseason? Doubtful is a designation on a game-by-game basis. It's not a doubtful, like at no point in the regular season was it like John Morant is listed as doubtful for the next 2 weeks. What? What does that mean?
Right.
Doubtful for one game, two? Like what? Huh? Why are they so weird? Just say we don't think he's coming back for the postseason, no matter how long it lasts.
Or just say he's got this.
And is it even a bone bruise? Because if it's a bone bruise, then Jordan Poole ripping it. He didn't clack the bones together like he's playing the xylophone.
Right.
He wasn't ding ding ding.
With Triple H out there.
Yeah. If it's a ligament injury, okay, maybe but these guys, I mean, the medical team over there and Sherlock Holmes and staff, breaking this mystery down, have determined beyond a shadow of a doubt that was the thing that made Ja's knee. Well, if that's the case, then the bone bruise is not consistent with that particular. So it's almost like maybe there's some other diagnosis that they don't want to talk about yet. Well, maybe that's not a complete and full reading of the MRI.
I'll say this. Darren, you got that ready for? Let's go.
Mr. Big. Call me Mr. Big.
You asked the question. Why would the Memphis Grizzlies say that John Morant has a bone bruise and that he'll be out? He'll be out for, he's questionable. No, doubtful for the remainder of the playoffs.
Doubtful.
It's an obvious answer. Grizzlies, why you lying? You ain't even trying. Come on, Grizzlies, stop it, man. You're lying. They're lying, man. Like, they're clearly lying. Like, does anybody believe that crap? Like, are we serious, bro? Like, I love my team, man. I love my organization. But this injury stuff is just like, bro, we're so past this. Like,
they're making it hard for me.
You making it hard for me, man. You're lying. Oh my God, you're lying. Like, they are lying. Like, if I get a phone call from them today, that's fine. I'm gonna say, why you lying? You ain't even trying. Oh my God, bro, stop! Just stop lying.
Poke coming through. On
from Poole. Nah, see out here. You feel a little poke coming through from Poole.
Come on, man.
Now, Ja, you know you felt it. Ooh, you know I can't help it.
I'ma lie to the media. You always lying.
Ooh, you know I can Ja. I try, but I can't fight it.
You're pushing up
real close.
We didn't diagnose.
You're making it hard for your knee.
Chris is just full of crap, man. Do they got no knee bruise? I mean, no bone bruise? That might be going on, but there's more going on than a
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I
bone
mean,
bruise.
like I'm saying that could very easily, because they knocked knees, so that could have easily had a bone bruise there. There could be something else that goes on as well. But you know, the bone bruise. This does not have to be a full and complete reading of the MRI. For example, if you look at the literature, as you know me, amateur. I went into amateur podiatry when Marc Gasol had his foot injury, and was able to sleuth that out a fair bit. I've gone into some amateur knee work here, getting into some of the nitty gritty on this. And if it turns out that there's a reasonably high co-occurrence of bone bruising and ligament damage, particularly medial collateral ligament damage, that's fairly common.
That's the MCL, right?
Uh-huh.
You said that in a sexy way, but I got you.
Yeah, that's what the MCL
with them
stands
big
for.
words, man.
Medial collateral ligament is MCL. So those things are all kind of fairly close. They're dancing real close inside that knee. So it's, if you get one situation, sometimes you get multiple situations that pop off. So I'm saying that what they're doing with this stuff is inconsistent with their insistence that Jordan Poole was the one who caused it or exacerbated it. That doesn't make any sense. And the phrasing of it is intentionally, and here's that word again, obfuscatory. They are obfuscating.
Yes.
They are obfuscating. It's intentionally using language that is unclear.
Yeah.
It's intentionally trying to
being intentionally vague.
Muddy. Not even. It's even beyond that. If you were being vague, that's one thing, but you're actually sort of trying to
fool people,
manipulate. Yeah, exactly. Like it's even a step beyond just being vague. Like this is, it's so, and it's just weird. And I understand that there's a subset of fans out there that could not care less about any of this. And I get that. That's fine.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I understand that. But it's very frustrating when you have a certain way that organizations are supposed to handle these things. And if you're a fan, I would think you'd be very concerned, because you would want your organization to be as transparent as possible with you about your star player, your team's star player. You'd want to know kind of what's going on. And they make it very difficult to do that. So that's the frustration. I get that there's like a lot of some inside baseball, whatever. I got that. I'm not going to, it's the access stuff and all that drives me crazy, but I realize that's not everybody's deal. And this is more, but this has an effect on y'all as fans.
Yeah, it does for sure. And I'm saying this because I know people are saying the way that we're playing, and if we're saying that if they're lying, there are people wondering, okay, so what's going on? I'll say this: I don't think there's anything like, Jaw's gonna be out all next year, or he's gonna miss the first couple months of the year. But you will hear something later on saying that he probably got some stuff taken care of, and I think it's minor. It's minor as knee injuries can be, but they're lying. There's more going on with Jaw than just a bruised bone. Like he's got some other stuff going on, and it's just obvious. Like you're just not what's going on. Jaren didn't come to the press conference saying that, after hearing Jaw got a bone bruise, like, no, man. Like, it's more than that, fam. It's clearly more than that.
I heard someone compare it to Robert Williams up in Boston. Like, maybe just need to get some stuff cleaned up inside their knee.
Yeah, so here's the other question, though. So let's just, because some of this is like, the Grizzlies are just, they're just bound and determined not to give you any information.
Be transparent.
That's just what they do. But if there is an issue there, if there's some work, some cleanup work or whatever it is that has to be done from Ja Morant's knee, in addition to the bone bruise situation, how concerned are you by that? I know that former Grizzly executive John Hollinger has been pretty public about how he thinks that this is knee's a little bit of an issue, and that could be a consistent issue, and that the Grizzlies should kind of push their timetable forward, because it may not be fair to assume that Ja is going to be fully healthy for as long as people think.
Short term, I'm not worried about it. Long term, I would be lying if I told you I wasn't. But I also don't really care about long term. And when I say long term, I'm talking 10, 12 years. I think that every guy's if you get an 8 to 10 year window of Ja at being at peak, that's fine. I know we're 3 years in, but if you can get 5-6 more years of Ja being a great player, I believe that's beyond your expectations. So I think that knee thing is definitely, every player has an expiration date. If you're having knee problems, it just increases your expiration date. But you've seen some players who've had early knee surgeries who it doesn't continue to be an issue. You see some guys, they do it in their their Derrick Rose, where their game isn't the same ever again. And you see guys like Westbrook who had early surgery, they bounce back like Superman from it, and then you look up and you see the deterioration, years down the line. I'm not really long term. I'm not. Long term, of course, I am, but short term, I'm not.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's enough happening on this. That right knee has just been issues small and large that and we talked about it yesterday. This is the one thing that I do think that he has a little bit in common with Derrick Rose, where they are guys that are so at the bleeding edge of athletic ability, guys that are incredibly off the charts fast, incredibly off the charts able to elevate and rise up and cut. It puts huge pressure on your joints. You're consistently jumping to 45 inches off the ground and then coming back down. That's hard on your knees. That continues to be an issue. Guys talked about how that was over the course of time a big issue for them, was that landing, and Vince Carter talked about how that was a real thing over the course of his career, and he just couldn't quite do it to the degree as he got older and older. So, I would just tell people, not to say that the Grizzlies are under pressure to accelerate their timeline to a crazy level. Don't go. I'm not saying you got to go out there and make a crazy trade this offseason to go get, pick whoever, Donovan Mitchell, Bradley Beal, whoever. You don't have to go and sacrifice everything to get there. But I do think you have to bear that in mind. And I don't think that you can just assume that everything's going to be hunky-dory for the next 15 years. That's unlikely. So I think he's, and it may be that he has to modify his style a little bit. It may be that he has to get a little bit less of a crazy risk taker, just a little bit.
And within modification of his style, that requires, like you said, for them to get other talent around him that can handle the ball and take some of that ball handling pressure. Not saying add another point guard, but just other guys who can do some stuff with the ball. Who can be what we want Dylan Brooks to be, and he's just not that dude. You got to have other guys who can create off the dribble, because if Ja's out there thinking he has to score 50 every game just for us to win, that's tax he's putting on his body. He's pulling from his future when he does that now.
That's right.
And that makes any sense. If he's having these 40, 50-point games, especially when from the 3-point line to the basket, that's about 3 or 4 steps, right? So every time he's driving and getting all the way to the rim, that's just more and more miles he's putting on his body, on his knee. Like you said, he's pulling from the future for his body today. And, the more he does that, the more he's going to, put those miles on his body or whatever. So, you have to get more guys that can do that to help take some of that pressure off, literally take some of that pressure off of him.
And they tried to, they've been trying to do that and take that pressure off a job from possession to possession basis. We'll come back. We'll talk about some of the other pressure that's going on from outside of the Grizzlies organization, the Nets, and some pressure being put on Kyrie. We'll talk about it. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56 98.5.
Join the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin, for Wolo and Friends. Weekday mornings from 10 to 11 here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Hey, I got Jeff Allen live on the phone. Hey, what's going on over there at Gossett Kia, South Mount Moriah?
Look, Randy, it's crazy over here, and that's because we'll do whatever it takes to put you in a new Kia today. Check this out. I've got a 2022 Kia Forte LXS, only $219 a month, and a 2022 Kia Soul LX, $240 a month. Both 36-month lease and $27.99 due at signing. And if you're looking for some SUV action, 2022 Kia Sorento LX, $315, 36-month lease, and $34.99 due at signing.
And I know all All Gossett Kias are equipped with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty.
That's right, Randy. So whether you live in Horn Lake, South Haven, Olive Branch, or Memphis, you'll be happy at Gossett Kia Mount Moriah.
2680 Mount Moriah or KiaMountMoriah.com. All 36-month leases, Forte, NE 483,548, MSRP 21,435, sold, NHO 2976, MSRP 22,045, Sorrento, NG 116657, MSRP 31,290, includes all rebates and incentives, must finance through Kia, excludes tax title and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 6/2/22. Dealer stock only. Warranties. A limited powertrain warranty. See Kia.com or retailer for details.
Straight Talk Wireless now has the new iPhone 13 with cinematic mode, which lets you focus on what matters. And with Straight Talk, you can focus on getting the best deal. Our Silver Unlimited plan is just $45 a month for unlimited talk, text, and data. And it runs on the largest, most dependable networks, now with nationwide 5G. With the iPhone 13 on Straight Talk, you can share whatever you want, wherever you want. Straight Talk Wireless. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary. See terms and conditions at straighttalk.com.
If there's one message the fine people at Sunrise on Jefferson want to send, it's this: don't settle. You could go to a fast food place for breakfast or lunch. You could even, God forbid, go through a drive-thru and eat in your car. But you're better than that. You deserve better than that. You deserve a great breakfast or lunch cooked fast and fresh just for you. You deserve Sunrise. It's not a matter of treating yourself. It's a matter of treating yourself right. And coming soon, Sunrise East on Poplar, because you deserve that too.
If you want to make money in sales, Flynn Broadcasting wants you. If you can sell, Flynn Broadcasting has a great career waiting for you. If you can sell, we have great benefits, salary, commissions, sales leads, and a great place to work. Can everyone sell? No. But if you can, Flynn Broadcasting wants you. Apply today at jobs@flinn.com. Start your career today at jobs@flynn.com. Flynn Broadcasting wants you.
Drowning in IRS debt? If you can't afford to pay your IRS debt due to economic hardship, you can now be free of IRS collection efforts by taking advantage of a special IRS tax hardship program. This program allows Americans who owe the IRS to resolve their delinquent tax debt once and for all. In some cases, maybe even reducing what you owe significantly. An open phone line has been established by Community Tax for consumers to call and see if they qualify. Simply dial 800-249-2509. If you owe back taxes to the IRS and cannot afford to pay them back or have years of unfiled tax returns, help is standing by. Just call the Community Tax Helpline today at 800-249-2509 for the help that you need. Don't take on the IRS alone. They can attack your wages, savings, pension, home, and even your Social Security check. Call 800-249-2509 to see if you qualify. That's 800-249-2509.
Mentor Memphis Grizzlies' inaugural Mentoring Matters Summit of Tennessee is May 12th through the 14th, with both virtual and in-person workshops and events. To find out more and register, go to grizzliesfoundation.org/TN Summit.
Now, back to grind time on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, are Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sain.
Watch me going out of the way.
Man, I hope y'all listened to me yesterday when I was talking about the great folks at FanDuel Sportsbook. I told you for Dinger Tuesday, I said take Aaron Judge. Look what happened. Man, hit the game-winning dinger. Did they give you an extra bonus for that? I don't think so. But it still counted. If you bet him, you won. And I expect you to send me some of that. Send me a cut. Don't be out here, not sharing it back. If I bless you, you bless me. Well, tonight, of course, we got the Grizzlies who are trying to bless folks with something good. Something good might just happen. We're going to find out. It is a potential for a same-game parlay plus night in the NBA. Of course, you could go ahead and get a Jaren Jackson plus 20, Steph Curry plus 30, and throw in a couple of baseball and hockey games to go ahead and take that care of you. It's same game parlay plus, and you can only find them on FanDuel. Combine NBA playoff player props you love with your favorite baseball home run hitters for a chance to score an even bigger payout. You can do all that as well. And if you don't want to build your own same game parlay, check out the popular same game parlay section where you can join the bets other users are jumping on. If you're new to FanDuel, sign up with promo code BIGHEAD to get your first bet risk-free up to $1,000. That's promo code BIGHEAD. Make every moment more. And download the FanDuel Sportsbook app and listen to me. I'm trying to give you some good advice on these things, and I hope you listen to me. Go to FanDuel Sportsbook. Use promo code BIGHEAD so they know I sent you. You're going to be fantastic. You're going to have a great time. You can enjoy the Same Game Parlay and Same Game Parlay Plus and take your postseason joy to the next level with FanDuel Sportsbook. Must be 21 and older and present in Tennessee. First online real money wager only. Refund issued is non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 7 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call Tennessee Redline 1-800-889-9789. All right. We talked about what the Grizzlies have said, and or haven't said, as the case may be. Sean Marks, the GM of the Nets. Nets, of course, with a shameful performance. Even though it was a very tight sweep, it was a sweep nonetheless. Getting swept out by the Boston Celtics in the first round, despite Kyrie, despite Kevin Durant, all the nonsense with James Harden and Ben Simmons and all this stuff that's gone on. And so in the wake of the craziness, Sean Marks was asked about players and their commitment to the team, and what is he looking for? And here's what he said.
Long term.
Yeah, look, I think that's something we've been discussing and we will continue to debrief on and discuss throughout this off season. And it's honestly not just Kyrie. I mean, you bring Kyrie up, but we have decisions to make on a variety of different free agents throughout our roster. We haven't had any of those discussions yet, so it'd be unfair for me to comment on how it looks with us and Kyrie, because to be quite frank, he has some decisions to make on his own. So he has to look at what he's going to do with his player option and so forth like that. But I think we know what we're looking for. We're looking for guys that want to come in here, be part of something bigger than themselves, play selfless, play team basketball, and be available. And that goes not only for Kyrie, but for everybody here.
Sound a little heavy. Sound a little weighted.
Whew. So how do we interpret that, Anthony?
It sounds a little weighted, but then I kind of think we're tripping too. I kind of think we're looking for something.
I mean, I don't think
he said it. He said it very well. If he was being shady, he said it very well to be. I also kind of think we're looking for something. But I mean, it's not hard to imagine that him as well as their fan base are at their wits' end with Kyrie.
I mean, you can't do this. But the thing that makes it interesting is contrasting that with Kyrie's comments after the season, which he said that we're going to build this franchise. Me and Joe and Sean, Joe being Josiah, the owner, and Sean being Sean Marks, the guy you just heard from. He said we're really running this franchise, like he and Kevin. And Sean's like, yeah.
Not really.
I don't know if you and Kevin are doing much anything. Kevin's locked up. Kevin's good to go. Kevin signed long term. Kevin signed through the end of 2026. Mm-hmm. Kyrie's got a player option for this year for $37 million, and then that's that. So will he opt in? Do you think he opts into $37 million?
Yeah.
Or does he opt out and go find some other pastures? Because he could certainly be a free agent.
You mean KD can, right?
No, Kyrie. Kyrie's got a player option for next year. And that's it. So Kevin's locked up. Durant's locked up. He ain't going anywhere.
So Kyrie can opt out.
Kyrie could opt out. He's $37 million, be unrestricted. Yep.
Who's got money?
I mean, nobody's got $37 million money that he would want to sign with, but
he'll opt in, yeah.
But I mean, he would if you sign him people could sign him to a longer term deal.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure the Nets. I think his idea was going to be to opt out and to sign a deal with the Nets. Yeah, exactly. But that I don't think that doesn't seem like. It's a little bit like James Harden, same kind of thing, where James Harden's got a player option, and I think he thought he was going to opt in, and Philly would re-sign him. But now it's like, bro, I don't know, man.
What if they bamboozle him to opt out and not offer him a contract just to get rid of him?
I mean, I don't think they would ever.
That's what my Lakers need to do to Westbrook. Say, hey, opt out, bruh. We'll give you a 5-year
Let me
contract.
tell you something. $48 million? No.
Not a chance in there.
He's not.
No.
Russell Westbrook is many things. He's not an idiot. And he would have to be. When we come back, hour number 2 begins with our friend CJ Hurt from Grind City Media. We'll talk to him about Game 5 tonight. Stick around.
Back pain, muscle spasms, bulging or herniated disc, shooting hip and leg pain with tingling in the feet? Mid-South Wellness and Neuropathy Center has the answers with their advanced machine called spinal decompression. This spinal decompression machine has saved their patients from addictive pain meds and back surgery. Let Mid-South Wellness Neuropathy Center get you back to playing golf and getting restful sleep again. Located in the heart of the city in Eastgate at Park and White Station, Mid-South Wellness Neuropathy Center is easy to visit. Give them a call today and ask for the Johnny Harden Decompression VIP deal and save 40%. Call 901-495-2320 and again ask for the Johnny Harden VIP deal at Mid-South Wellness Neuropathy Center. 901-495-2320. Call today and feel better tomorrow. Mid-South Wellness Neuropathy Center, the answer to your pain.
Hi, this is Troy Fiveash, owner of Fiveash Roof Services. As we all know, Memphis can be a hotbed for severe weather, and that weather can play havoc on our roofs. Most people don't know what they should do first when they're concerned about the condition of their roof. Call their insurance company, call a contractor, or trust a door-to-door salesman that's making claims that are hard to believe. My advice would be call the contractor that you know and trust. If you don't know any, research your local contractors and give 2 or 3 a call. I hope your research will lead you to us. Have your roof inspected, decide for yourself what you should do, and whether or not you should file a claim with your insurance company. It's your home, it's your policy, and it's your money. Don't let anyone pressure you into anything. If you give Five Ash Roofing a call, we promise personal service with a member of our family with no pressure and no hype. Five Ash Roof Services, proud partner of the Memphis Tigers and the official roofer of the Tigers home team. Five Ash Roofing, fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Five Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
Acura of Memphis invites you to experience the all-new, completely redesigned 2022 Acura MDX. It's the most advanced SUV Acura has ever built. Experience the convenience of full connectivity, including built-in Alexa, Wi-Fi hotspot, and wireless charging, from the stunning interior complete with third-row seating. Stop by our state-of-the-art facility and take advantage of our aggressive APR offers today at Ridgeway and 385. Or shop online from the convenience of home now. Visit AcuraofMemphis.com.
Come see Johnny Harden in Barbecue Alley at Memphis in May, the Memphis Fairgrounds, during his live remote this Friday from 11 to 1 to win free prizes. Following will be the Barbecue Buddha himself, Chris Sussman, 4 pit masters, live band, 48-foot Big Green Egg bust, and all kinds of food cooked on the Big Green Egg. Grand Champion Barbecue and Paradise Grill. Only 250 people admitted per session, $20 per ticket. So go get yours now at memphisinmay.org.
Nestled in the heart of East Memphis, located corner of Park and Cherry, is a beautiful residential neighborhood. I'm here at Town Village Audubon Park interviewing a new resident, Carolyn. Share with us why you chose Town Village.
Well, if your parents or special friends need to make that big move, let me share with you my experience. It was tough for me to leave home, but then I discovered Town Village. I would like to highly recommend Town Village to you and your loved ones. After looking at all the amenities and meeting all the people and staff, I was hooked. From restaurant, bistro, 3 meals per day, housekeeping, transportation, security, health care, physical therapy, exercise room, and even a heated pool and spa. Come see us and make your new home at Town Village.
Visit us and call Daniel at Town Village Audubon Park at 901-374-7342. There's no place like home, Town Village.
We are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253DF Memphis, Flynn Broadcasting Stations.
Hour number two. Get in the mix. Get in the mix.
All of this is just a therapy session to bring Sain back.
Get in the mix.
Been jamming since then.
Get in the mix. We got him back. It was just a little bit of a little rough situation there. We got him back.
Yeah, I told you about all that.
Sain getting funky.
Get in funky. Pew, pew. Hour number 2. 4. Game 5, Grizzlies and Warriors tonight. I got to be honest with you. And I want you to understand this. When I say I got to be honest with you, I want you to understand that that is no way insinuating that I have not been honest with you previously in the show. I have been.
You sure?
I have been. That phrase always bothers me because it sort of implies that you haven't been honest previously, but I have been.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm being. Let me be candid with you. How about that?
Yeah, do that.
It feels like the series is over.
Okay, I don't disagree with you.
I feel like the people are sort of desperately trying, but the hype going into the series, the feel, the juice that this thing had in the city. Man, this city was amped up.
That's facts.
There is no juice in the city.
Not at all.
You go out to the city right now, juiceless.
The juice, man.
The juice is not loose in Memphis, which is good news for everybody, by the way, because that murderer is still at large.
What?
Anyway, CJ Hurt, is the juice happening down there?
No, I'm not.
No.
Don't put that on me.
I think he's asked you a question.
No, I asked you, is there juice? Is there juice down at FedEx Forum?
I'm sorry. I thought you were calling me the juice.
No,
there's one of them.
No, I did not
There's
call you.
one of them.
No, I did not. No.
Please don't.
CJ, no.
Please don't.
I would never do that to you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. There's still excitement. Barbecue Fest, so I'm sure there's juice at Barbecue Fest, right? Isn't that this week?
Well, you can't drink it. You just got to look at it. Unless you know somebody.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like compared to game 1 and 2,
absolutely.
People were like electric, and it feels like the juice is kind of just, I don't know,
the wind has been sucked out, but that's what happens when you lose 2 games on the road. It's a 3-1 series now, and it feels like desperation time because it is desperation time. The only must win is if you're down, if the other team got 3 games on you, and Warriors got 3 games on the Grizzlies. Now it is must-win time. They got to take it 1 game at a time, though.
CJ, I need to ask you another question that has nothing to do with sports.
I think I should take it 2 games.
In your experience, not only have you experienced black and white people, you've also experienced the personalities at this radio station as well. In your time of just living, when it comes down to jokes about penis, genitalia, scrotums, rectums, testicles, do you find that more white people engaged in those jokes than black people?
What?
It's an easy answer, right?
No, it ain't an easy answer. Because you're not kicking it with me if you're not making those jokes, dog.
Okay. Y'all
so, I don't know what to tell you. You're not making those type
I'm not
jokes?
saying we don't make those jokes, but white men make those jokes way more than black men.
It feels small, and it looks small, but it's really
that is
it's a very unfortunate drop.
But see,
that drop created by a black man, by the way. I wasn't me that did it.
Said by a white guy.
Yeah, but I wasn't saying it like that. That wasn't my intention.
Darian
manipulated my phrasing. Darian manipulated my phrasing. I would never do that to someone.
I actually have all 40 seconds of the content, but it's no fun to give you content.
Of course not.
No,
because it's a funny joke.
Speaking of that,
and I appreciate that, but I'm just letting Sain know that yes, black men do sometimes make jokes about genitalia. It's not just white men.
Sometimes I got a whole group chat. Me and 3 really close friends. It's a bunch of dudes, and if my wife sees one of them text me,
it's over.
She sucks her teeth, rolls her eyes, and say, "Yo, don't show me that."
Yep.
If I start laughing, she's like, "What are you laughing at?" "Oh, Kenny, Rod, and Renard sent me this message. You want to see it?" "Nope, don't want to see it," because that's what it is.
Yeah,
genitalia is hilarious.
That's exactly right.
Genitalia is funny. We got little tentacle things walking around looking to attack and go in the cave of wonders when we get excited. Like, are you kidding me? That's not funny to you? It's hilarious. Oh my gosh. This angry little thing laughing about. Yeah, well, you know,
I'm not angry.
When it's strong, Peter,
it's mighty. It's mighty, but it doesn't mean it's angry.
Mine is mighty angry. When it gets to going, it's just like, oh my gosh. It's almost offensive how angry it looks. Like, I don't know what to tell you, man.
CJ, are Are you and the Grizzlies medical staff lying about Ja Morant having a
Damn, what that got to do with me? Let me be honest with you, and let me tell you that when I say let me be honest with you, I'm probably finna lie, and that's probably, and let me also be honest with you, I've probably been lying to you the whole time.
Oh boy,
listen, I don't know. Listen, Bone Bruise seems about right when you think about the way Ja plays and the aggression with which he attacks the rim from time to time. The guy's got to learn to land, and getting out there, it looked like to me he might have extended the knee a bit too far and then got popped on it, and then that really sent him over the edge, really aggravated it to where he's limping about and can't play. So I'm inclined to believe it's a bone bruise. But again, I ain't talked to nobody at the medical staff. I don't get to go in those meetings, though.
Did you check the MRI?
I personally checked the MRI.
Check the MRI?
The Morant RI?
Yeah. Did you the MJA RI?
No. You guys with your sources in the organization stand a better chance of getting a look at the MRI than I do.
Is it true that they had to take it up to?
I don't got no sources.
They had to take it up to the mountaintop and get the shamans to read it because it took so long.
Dr. Strange had to.
That's my understanding. So they had to take it to the multiverse and go back in time and have Dr. Albert Schweitzer and Einstein look at the MRI to make sure that it was checked properly. That was my understanding of it.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
so I also heard the Dr. Bad vibes. I heard the Dr. Bad vibes.
Yeah,
that's from Cops. Cops cartoon.
You know they wanted to keep that under wraps as long as they possibly could. Just to give Golden State something to think about the possibility.
Dr. Umar Johnson.
Dr. Umar involved in this is what I. That was my understanding that might have happened as well. So Dr. Phil, I think, looked at it a couple times. So just some thoughts about that. CJ, you have been in the eye of the storm with Dylan Brooks and the reaction to what was a regrettable Game 4, I guess it's fair to say. How much of the blame do you put on Dylan? How much of it is a classic Peter's Fable? You remember Peter's Fable, CJ? You remember my favorite one, right? The scorpion and the frog?
No, what happened in that one?
Yeah, the scorpion and the frog. Or no, the scorpion and the turtle. No, the scorpion and the frog. So Scorpion was trying to get across the river. Scorpions obviously.
Oh, and the frog and the turtle said hop on and ate him midway through.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the midway through, he stung him and they both drowned. And he said, "Why'd you do that?" He said, "I'm a scorpion. What'd you think I was going to do?"
Yeah.
You are who you are.
I think.
Is it a classic scorpion and the frog situation with Dylan Brooks, or is it? Do we have some other blame to ascribe here?
I think I personally, right? I watched the game initially, didn't think anything of Dylan Brooks' game. Go in, hear everybody else talking about it. It's like, oh, there might be something to this. And I went back and watched, and I was a high school athlete, Peter Edmiston, 2-time Mr. Hustle Award recipient back in my day.
Absolutely.
And the ball finds the one who wants it the most. And I think that Dylan wanted it more than everybody else. And in that moment, somebody has got to step up and say, hey, that's not what we're doing. We're not playing that way. Now, it could be a player like a Jaren who says, hey, stop it. Give me the ball. I'm the one who's going to do this. I'm going to be the one taking better shots. My guys got 5 fouls. I'm a walking mismatch. Give me the ball. Chill out, Dylan. And I think if somebody said that to Dylan, he'd chill out. It could have been somebody like Tyus Jones just in the midst of somebody shooting free throws. Hey, Dylan, come here. Let me holler at you. Let me whisper something in your ear real quick. Play our ball. Play team basketball. Let's go. And there's been nothing about Dylan Brooks. There's not a moment where I think he wouldn't receive that and say, okay, you're right. Let me get my head back in the game and play it the right way. Tony Allen talks about it often, about how when he would take some of those shots, somebody would tell him, hey, swing the ball, move the ball. Don't let it get stuck in your hands. Don't you take those shots. Keep the ball moving. We need you on the court, but we need you playing the right way. And there were dudes around who were willing to tell Tony that, be it Lionel Hollins as a coach, be it his peers and Marc Gasol, Zach Randolph, Mike Conley. Somebody would get at Tony and be like, hey, we're not doing that. That's not how we play. So I want Dylan to have that edge. And that edge is what's gotten him to this point. That edge is what the other players on the team do feed off of. And Dillon was good defensively. It was just those shots, especially there late in the game, were killers. The plays he made late in the game were killers. But you got to have somebody who wants the ball. I'm not sure that moment wasn't too big for everybody involved, and they were kind of content to let Dillon take the shots and just say, hey, at least I don't have to take it, right? But in that moment, somebody's got to be able to say, hey, that's not what got us here. That's not what got us the lead. We're up 3 with 2 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever it was left. We're getting stops defensively. We just got to get a couple of more buckets, and we are going to get that as a team, as a unit. And I think Dillon would have received that and would have chilled out.
CJ, were you aware that Todd Demers and
Todd Demers?
Todd
Demers.
Are you aware that Todd Demers and
the man's name right? If you're
they all look alike, but you want me to say consider names?
I told you, white people all don't look alike. We all some of us are.
Well, they both look alike. I didn't mean all. When I said all, I didn't mean all white people. I meant all the guys.
Weathermen?
Yeah, they all look the same. Were you aware that Todd Demers and what's the other guy's name?
Jim Jaggers.
And Jim Jaggers aren't the same dude?
No.
What?
No, wait a second. What?
Go look their names. Go Google their pictures and tell me you thought those were two different dudes.
All right. Yeah, they look alike.
Like I literally got that revelation today. That's not the same guy.
They definitely favor. Absolutely, they do.
They don't favor at all.
Bro, they look like I thought
it was talking about.
Jim Jaggers is clearly the OG.
They don't
favor at all.
They
look. They don't have the same like.
Jim Jaggers is clearly the OG of the they don't look anything alike.
They don't look anything alike.
Because I said that Todd Demers does Knowledge Bowl. And Peter said, no, you didn't. I said, yeah, he does, man. You crazy? And he said, no, that was Jim Jaggers. And actually, I don't even remember Jim Jaggers doing it. The guy you said, the Kyle Rote Jr. guy, that's who I remember doing it. That's the face I remember now that I really think about it. Because I wasn't watching Knowledge Bowl in 2006. I watched when I was a kid. But they said that Todd Demers never did it.
Jaggers, the hair is different. But
it's the same dude.
No, they're not.
All right, man. I know I'm not crazy. All right.
Todd Demers is fluffier than Jim Jaggers.
Yeah, he's got different colored eyes.
But I'm a big believer in Mandela effects. In my universe, they're like switched out.
Well, I mean, that's your universe. Your universe is weird, man.
In my universe,
not
Todd
the universe,
Demers.
Not the multiverse.
Yeah.
You think Tim Simpson's the same guy?
Who's Tim Simpson?
Look at Tim Simpson. Now see if you think that. Now see if you've combined all three of them.
Now I'm gonna tell you another Anthony Sain Mandela effect.
What about Ron Childers?
No, I'm gonna tell you. No, hold on. I'm gonna tell you what threw me off.
Man's gonna say Ron Childers looks like Todd Demers. What are we doing?
Listen, I ain't.
None of them are Joey Sulapek. Remember that.
Yeah, exactly. CJ, I haven't
very
had
important distinction these days, especially.
I haven't had cable in decades. Right.
That's what it said. I want to go.
Listen, I haven't had cable like regular, like cut on channel 3, 5, 10, 13, like watch local news. I ain't did that in a decade, right?
Yeah.
So now I got a streaming service that's got local news channels. So I'm watching local news for the first time in probably 10, 15 years. Like being dead honest with you. So I cut on what I thought was like ABC 24, right? And it turns into UPN 30. Like they're not separate channels no more.
They ain't UPN. First, there's never been UPN in like 10
That's what I'm saying.
It's CW.
It ain't been UPN since Steve Harvey, man.
I didn't know none of that.
It ain't been UPN since Moesha.
Listen, bro, I have not had legit cable, and I still don't have
in the house. LL Cool J.
But bro, check it out. I'm losing my mind because I'm like, okay, I'm looking at Chelsea Chandler's on the news. I knew that. I'm looking at I see Dustin Starr on, and I'm like, what am I watching? Like Dustin Starr's on here.
Dustin Starr looks like
Sidney Neely was on there. I'm like, what am I watching? Like, what happened? Like, I feel like I was like some Back to the Future type stuff. Like, bro, where am I? Like, I cut on television and like there. Then I said I hit up Chelsea Chandler the next day. Okay, am I losing my mind or what? She said no. We're like one channel now. I was like, what? When did that happen?
One of the how you not know Dustin Starr is with CW30 is beyond me.
I didn't know. He's
on the show every week.
One of the greatest promoters.
I had no clue.
We literally say it every week on the show.
CJ, like I said, I have not had local channels in 15 years.
Wait a second. This man, Darian, this man Anthony saying started the show by saying John Harden doesn't listen to his own
Absolutely
show.
right.
And we've been talking to Dustin Starr on Thursday, every Thursday for a year, and every Thursday I say, "Hey, what's going on CW30?" Every time because I give him.
But he's talking about his wrestling show. I know he has his wrestling show.
Well, he's on the CW.
Saturday morning, 10 o'clock.
He was doing a commercial like for something else, for like some other crap.
He's a star.
I had no clue he worked for them, bro.
What is going on?
I just thought he just had the hookup. Like they were like Jerry Lawler didn't work for Channel 5. What are we talking about?
Jerry Lawler didn't exist in the world with Twitter and Facebook and Instagram.
But bro,
and Dustin posts CW30 stuff on all of them all the time. I bet you don't look right now.
And we have this man on our show all the time.
I had no clue. I definitely know they were two different channels.
I'm about to get all these weathermen.
I didn't know they were one channel.
I'm going to bring these weathermen all in so you can meet them all and know that they're different.
Somebody said, hold on. Somebody said, hey, Andrew, check out the black.
Is this?
Check out the black meteorologist on Fox 13.
I don't know, man.
Darian, should I be insulted as a white person that there's like all these white men look the same?
I had no clue.
Hey, be happy you're not a weatherman.
I'm shocked and appalled. Do you think I look like Todd Demers?
No, you don't. You look like.
Does he watch? If he doesn't look like Todd Demers, does he look like Todd Demers?
Do I look like Todd Demers?
Does he look like Todd Demers?
Todd Demers?
Yeah. I always thought Peter looked like an Ewok all my life. All the time I've known him.
I'm way too big for an Ewok. I'm a little bit furry though, so I'll grant you that. That's not the worst thing. It's not the worst thing I've been called, so I'll take that. Yeah, CJ.
Yeah, I cut on TV. And
so
all
CJ, you know that Tim Simpson, Todd Demers, Jim Jaggers are three different people, right?
Now I do.
I know I'm not by myself.
But it's a how often are you watching the news, right? How often are you paying attention to what's going on that channel? It's not UPN 30. It's CW 30.
UPN 30.
It ain't been that since Homeboys in Outer Space. Anthony, what are you doing?
What was that show about Abraham Lincoln or something? I remember that show. That was that was a horrible thing.
Half and half? Was half and half on there?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
Robert Townsend was on UPN.
Yeah,
what's up, man? Come on, Sain.
Yeah, Robert Townsend
ran UPN.
Again, I've not had local television in 15 years minimum. Plus. So when I got it for the first time and I cut it off, like, bro, what in the world? Like she was like, yeah, we split the channel. Like, what do you mean you split the channel? For real? So I knew Chelsea was on the news. So but, you know.
Hey, CJ, you speaking of weatherman, you wanna add anything to the Joey Sulipek discussion, or you good on that?
I think we pretty much got it covered. I think I missed that whole thing until the day or two after. Listen, man, things change. The meanings of stuff changes over time. You know, the most famous one, the more infamous one, is the swastika. It's been around since people could draw on caves. And it was not synonymous with Nazism. It was not synonymous with hate the way that it is now. And what ended up happening? A bad dude came along, hijacked the symbol, and now it means that. I am sure at one time the phrase knuckle dragger meant something completely different than what it means now. And I'm sure that you might not have known that that's what knuckle dragger meant. I will concede that to you. I exist in a world where I'm trying to give more people the benefit of the doubt. So I will give you the benefit of the doubt there. But when it gets pointed out to you that there is another meaning of that phrase, and that phrase has been used as a racial slur, you got to step back and say, oh, wait a second, let me not dig in on this. Hey, my bad.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's not the way I meant it.
Yep.
When I was coming up, the way it was said was in this context.
Yeah.
I apologize to Draymond. I don't mean it that way. I find Draymond, I don't like Draymond Green. And I don't like Draymond Green, not because he's black, but because I think he's an ass from time to time, and he annoys me. That's what I was trying to convey. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it to be anything racial. I apologize. Once again, don't dig in. There's no reason to dig in. Nobody's trying to come out here and say, aha, got you. People genuinely, generally speaking, enjoy Joey Sulipek. People are pointing out, and it's not people, it's Evan. It's Evan Barnes, one of the most level-headed, even-tempered, patient people who I've come across. Right? Like that's what Evan is. So when he's pointing out, this isn't some bot This isn't somebody with a dog alley hiding behind.
When Evan Barnes turns
a
on white,
keyboard.
when Evan Barnes turns on white guys, you know something bad must have happened.
Come on, man. Like we're trying to give you the.
It must have been heinous.
We say
if Evan Barnes comes against white people, clearly something heinous must have happened.
When we say hey, listen, well, not just Evan. When I say it, hell, when Anthony Sain says, when people say hey, Sharon Brown, this seems racist. You got to be, and not this seems racist. Hey, this is racist. You got to step
This
back
is
and say,
racist,
oh, wait a second, my bad. I didn't know. I apologize. And then send the apology to the person you said the thing about, which is Draymond Green. All right? You can sports hate. Sports hate is great.
Like we talked about.
It fuels my sports fandom. I exist not to see people succeed, but to see dudes I don't like fail. That is what I do. That is why I watch. Is it healthy? I don't know. Does it say something about me?
Right.
Probably. I probably need therapy or something like that. But like, it's not going further than that. It's not going into me trying to take away somebody's humanity, their dignity, their manhood, or their womanhood. Man, you got to have a line that is unacceptable to cross.
CJ, you said something that really sums up the whole thing. We had to talk about like real life hate versus sports hate, and we both, Pete and Peter both said if it bleeds off into the other one, there's something wrong with you. Like, Joey Sullipack's comment and his response to being corrected all go to there's a line, man. Like, I clown Draymond all the time. I say Draymond looks like he just got the swimming pool. Draymond Green looks like he fries fish for a living. Like, there's like stuff that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. You know what I mean? But when you start saying that type of stuff, that means that it's really boiled over into something that's bigger than sports. Or you've let sports take you to a weird place. You know what I mean? So
and this series has had that happen in a way that makes me uncomfortable as
a human being,
a Memphis fan, right? And not a Memphis Grizzlies or Memphis Tigers, just somebody who genuinely
loves the city,
cheers on Memphis, right? And that you can't let others bring that out of you. Also, you can't be trying to go there to where, they said this,
so
they
I gotta
said
say
that.
this. Yeah.
They sent my friend, my colleagues, death threats. They sent people I know rape threats. Their fan base did. So all bets are off. We're going to go at this however I see fit. No. Be better than that. Memphis as a city is better than that. And before this weekend, I would have said Joey Sullipack was better than that. I hope that he learns from the mistake, and I hope that he understands where he went wrong, man. Because like he was a genuinely likable dude up until then. I don't want to see those types of people get caught up in this type of thing.
Yeah, and I think that's well said. And unfortunately, he's a victim of his own, decision to do that, and then his decision to double down on it. And quite honestly, there's nobody owes him a mercy in and of itself. We talked about that yesterday, but I feel like there's a lot of people there's a lot that's been asked in general of black people in terms of giving somebody a second or third or whatever chance, and that's not. There's no obligation to do that. Like it's just not. All you can do if you're in his position is just to apologize profusely, to atone for what happened. So you should apologize. You should reach out and attempt to work with people to try to figure out what happened there and get yourself in a better position to be more knowledgeable about
knowledge bowl
black people and about racism in general and all that. And then that's all you can do. And then you hope, and then if people choose to forgive you, that's on them. But that's all you can only do that part of it. So hopefully he will. But there's an investigation going on right now. So this is.
What the hell are you investigating? He said it. What are you looking for?
I don't understand.
I don't understand
it
either.
No, it's very similar to John Morant's MRI. Like it's the MRI says what it says. Like, nah, we need to look at this 48 more hours. So I think that's what they're doing. Somebody printed out the tweets and took them to the Fox 13 office, and they just need to look at them for a little while.
Verified it.
Let me just verify that tweet. Did you?
I'm sure it's some type of interview they'll do with him to see if that is his character.
This word here. Did you see this word here? No, okay.
It feels like they're waiting on this to die down and then bring him back. But it's not going anywhere. We still talk about Rockbone. You remember that?
Yeah.
We still talk about that.
That was just amazing.
That happened 7-8 years ago?
Hey, that by the way, That's a genitalia joke. You know,
Started by.
Hey,
white man.
Did you not laugh?
Yeah.
Did you not laugh?
It was funny, but
continued by. Just mentioned by. Full.
If you laugh,
Thank
you.
you. Exactly.
Too.
Yeah, I think your little thesis is not accurate. Anthony's saying that's all I'm saying. Texter also says that the black meteorologist on Fox 13 is hot. That's what it ends.
I don't participate in those type of conversations.
So
I'm not gonna just say that about.
Somebody else says that our friend Radar Superstar says the Secret Diary of Desmond Pfeiffer. That's the one I was trying to think of, the Abraham Lincoln one, where it was like a slave and like what were we doing? It's crazy. There was a very racist sitcom.
They've had a lot of slave shows on the CW. Come to think about it,
yeah.
Didn't they have that Runaway? What was it? Was it called Runaway?
Oh, I think it was.
Is NFL football on there?
Sister. No, NFL football.
That man said it was NFL.
You talking about slave stories? My bad. Go ahead.
It feels small and it looks small. What are we doing? What are we doing on here? What are we doing on here?
Oh man.
Pearl says DeMar say fluffy guy. Now Tim Timpson and Jaggers maybe, but still a no. Look, see, Pearl knows. Come on.
Hey man,
can't be disrespectful.
Y'all not gonna judge me
weather
for
people like
not
this.
knowing.
Not all weather. Hashtag not all weather people. There you go. That's the new hashtag.
Hashtag not all weather people. Hashtag
That's right.
all weather people matter.
That's right. All weather people matter. Weather people's lives matter. Everybody knows that. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, CJ. We appreciate it.
Man.
Please tell your wife we said hello.
No.
Man, hung up the phone.
Have to every week I have to do it.
I try to catch
Shout
him
out to
before he does it.
No, it's better when we hear it.
Yeah,
It's
I like
better
it.
It's better when you hear
I think it's
CJ.
better when you
Okay.
hear actually hang out. Yeah, that's the classic ending of the segment. We'll come back, continue here. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56.98.5.
Start your day with Sports 56 Mornings with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10, right here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Looking for some action? Sports gambling is legal in Tennessee. Action247.com. Local, legal. A sportsbook by Tennesseans, for Tennesseans. Go to Action247.com. Register and place your bets. Are you a sharp or a first-time bettor? Action247 has you covered. Visit us online at Action247.com. Local, legal. Action247. You got action.
Problem gambling? Call 1-800-889-9789.
Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
If you have damage to your home and have your insurance carrier involved, you need a great contractor. You also need a team that has seen claims of all shapes and sizes, residential or commercial. After our inspection, we'll share our findings and give you our professional opinion. Some people say you get what you pay for. However, our opinion is free. Trust the name you can depend on, like the tens of thousands of families Brian and I have served over the past 20 years here in the Mid-South. Brian Elder Roofing. We'll measure your roof from outer space and share our team's experience for your property and claim. Repaired roofs, replacement roofs, big roofs, tiny roofs, insurance roofs, flat roofs, TPO roofs, asphalt roofs, tile roofs, slate roofs, metal roofs. If your roof needs some love, call me. 901-867-0303 for Brian Elder Roofing and Contracting.
Call 867-0303. Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
I'm here with Kyle Storms from Big Green Egg. Kyle, I hear people all the time say how they love their Big Green Egg, but what makes a Big Green Egg so great?
Thanks, Stats. The fact that our grill is made out of the highest quality ceramic allows our customers to smoke, bake, roast, sear, and grill, all while locking in the most amount of heat and flavor in their favorite foods.
What kind of fuel does the Big Green Egg use?
100% natural lumpwood charcoal. That's really where half our flavor comes from.
How many sizes does the Big Green Egg come in?
We have 7 different sizes and all different configurations ranging from metal stands, wood tables, and metal carts with a lifetime warranty. So we really do have a size and price point for everyone.
Where can someone go to see the entire lineup of Big Green Egg?
Garden Spas and Pool, Germantown Hardware, Hamilton's Fireplace and Grills, East Memphis Ace, and Cordova Ace Hardware.
Whoa, Greg's up.
He's never up this early.
Hey, guys. Okay, so this is called a Bell Breakfast Box from Taco Bell.
Oh, thanks. I can read. And that's a coffee. Helps you open your eyes.
And that's a breakfast burrito. You can start from either end.
You guys always this condescending in the morning?
Pretty much. Wake up with the new $5 Bell Breakfast Box, filled with a grande toasted breakfast burrito, hash brown, 2 Cinnabon Delights, and a coffee. At limited participating Taco Bell locations near you during breakfast hours only. Contact local store for prices, hours, and participation, which vary. Tax extra. Drinks excludes freezes.
Crossroad Motors, located in Olive Branch, is not a typical dealership. They only sell late model trucks and Jeeps. Many of their vehicles have already been lifted with new off-road wheels and tires. Not in the market for a new vehicle? Let them customize yours the way you want it. They install lifts, levels, off-road tires, wheels, and much more. 90 days same as cash on all customizations or extended financing. Buy one of their vehicles or let them build yours. Check their vehicles on Facebook. Search Crossroad Motors Olive Branch or call 901-545-5190. Look different, drive different.
Hewlett & Dunn Boot and Clothing Company, we have it all. From handmade Amish leather belts, fine and casual clothing, boots, casual boots, work boots, fancy boots, and even safety-toed boots. Lots of cowboy hats to choose from, even Nebo lights, Orco hard coolers, good-looking duck head dress shirts, duck head caps, shorts, and pants. Tons of jeans from Ariat, Wrangler, Devil Dog, and Kimes Ranch jeans. At Hewlett & Dunn, we have a great selection of Old South t-shirts and caps. Fine clothing from dress to casual to Sunday best. Enjoy choosing from UFO's orthopedic-approved shoes. Hewlett & Dunn Boot and Clothing Company. Boots of every size, every color, every skin. Great quality Western, work, and safety toe boots. Hewlett & Dunn Boots and Clothing Company. 111 North Center Street, Collierville. Hewlett & Dunn. Hewlett & Dunn, serving you and your family since 1961.
Let me direct traffic for a minute. Let me tell y'all about this hockey movement we got going in the back. When I say something, you say it right back at me. You smell we're gonna do it like this here. Ghost ride the whip. Ghost ride the whip. Ghost ride the whip. Ghost ride the whip.
E40 is easily the worst rapper in the history of music. Like, as far as like, you've seen a lot of like bad rappers come and go, but E40's been around all my adult life and he's absolutely terrible. Listen to him. Gas, brake, man, get out of here, man. That dude is trash. I've never understood how that dude lasts as long as he did.
He's a doctor, man.
I don't care what he is.
He
creates
words.
He's a doctor.
Doors open, man.
You never said 40 water.
Nah, man, it's horrible. Like, I've never understood how he's made it this long.
Wobble, wobble. Did I wobble, wobble? Did I wobble, wobble?
There's been a lot of rappers who've come and gone that have been bad. You know, Magoo had an era. You know what I mean? He had a run.
Man, now let's lay off Magoo, okay? We already got on Magoo.
Silk the Soccer had a run.
Let's lay off Magoo. Mace had a run.
Yeah, man. No, the Mace. Well, the Mace that we saw wasn't as good as Mace could be.
Man, no, I don't want to hear it.
E40 has been rapping for 30
That's what I'm saying,
years.
man. Dude's been around my entire adult life.
He has not gotten better. I will say that.
Pineapple, get out. Man, get out of here, man.
That songs with everyone. Mariah Carey, Tupac.
Man, it's terrible.
Like
I never understood how anybody likes E40.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Hey, man, it's 40 water, man.
Stuff is trash, man.
You're not right.
Man, play that again. No.
No.
Find Baller Block, the verse he had on Baller Block.
No.
Horrible.
Don't. Come on now.
Where's the verse wasn't Baller
No,
Block?
come on. Let's not subject the people to this, please.
It was actually Unbounded. That Unbounded soundtrack, that song.
No, E40 on Baller Block, it was the worst. Like, bro, what are you doing? Anyway. Pineapple Gil! Paul, do we have it all? What? Anyway.
By the way, multiple COVID tests that are positive in the Cleveland Guardians organization. The baseball game with the White Sox postponed as a result of that. And Steve Kerr's got COVID. Is COVID making a comeback? We've seen the return of COVID.
It ain't going nowhere. Get the vaccine, enjoy the ride if you get it. Like,
enjoy the ride. I don't know about that. The first part, I'm with you. The get the vaccine part, I'm with you.
That's what I'm saying, man. If you get
enjoy
it,
the ride.
Let it ride. Let it do what it do, man.
Jeannie Buss, the Lakers governor, said, "I'm growing impatient because we had the fourth highest payroll in the league. When you spend that kind of money, you expect to go deep into the playoffs. I'm not happy. I'm not satisfied."
Sound broke, Jeannie Buss. I ain't gonna lie. You sound kind of broke over there, complaining about your
Darian,
payroll.
your Lakers are pathetic at this point. I saw people. Man, nobody works harder than the national media to try to sculpt some stuff for the Lakers. And it's pitiful. Trying to sculpt these little trades for Russell Westbrook and all that. Just let it go.
To Indiana for Brogdon.
Just let it go.
Yes.
I saw the it was a 3-teamer. I saw somebody on ESPN, like a reputable person, put this out there. It was like Russell Westbrook and a 2027 and 2029 first round pick to the Knicks. Yvonne Fournier and Julius Randle to the Bulls. And Zach LaVine to the Lakers. What? What?
Yeah, a partner of mine was saying it today too. I was like, yeah, bro, you know that's not happening.
Why?
You know that's not happening.
Why? What? Like, I'm just
America's team, man.
No, they're actually not.
America's team, man.
More people can't stand the Lakers than actually fans of them. But.
On behalf of E40,
it is a poverty franchise. The Lakers are the most povertatious, well-known franchise out there. They are. They act like it. They spend like it or don't spend,
right.
as the case may be. They spend, but they spend poorly.
Imagine thinking that payroll has to do with whether you're a poverty franchise.
They don't run things properly. They are. It's the most mom and pop organization out there.
Outside of
they're gonna hire Mark Jackson as their coach. You watch. It's gonna be Mark Jackson as their coach.
Mark Jackson don't play that. He couldn't come in there because he couldn't deal with all those eyeballs. He doesn't play that.
Doesn't play what?
He doesn't play that.
Doesn't play basketball?
No, as far as
doesn't play getting paid like a crap load of money.
But
what does he not pay? What does he not play?
He doesn't want all that Pelinka and all.
Yeah,
that
he does.
stuff.
He wants to get a job.
I think so.
He wants to be coach. That's what he wants. He doesn't matter to him.
Yeah, I don't think he cares.
Because that's the reason he left Golden State. Remember,
beggars can't be choosers. I mean, I can't believe that he was one of the finalists for the Kings job, but at least
But they hired Mike Brown.
Mike Brown. I mean,
is that much of a step down?
I would rather have Mike Brown. I would rather have Mike Brown than Mark Jackson. I'm not saying I'd be like excited about either one of them. To be honest with you, but
I'm not saying it's because I'm a
Mark Jackson
fan.
is absolutely.
I've seen Mark Jackson like
terrible.
Quick question.
I've seen Mike Brown win. He's undefeated as the Warriors interim coach in the playoffs. 14-0.
The Kings ain't the Warriors.
Man, Red Auerbach couldn't come back. The zombie Red Auerbach is not going to lead the Kings to success.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Terrible organization.
Move that franchise to
Mike
Seattle.
Malone's the last one who looked halfway decent as the Kings coach, and they got rid of him immediately.
Which is crazy.
Yeager was okay though. Wasn't he?
Oh no, he wasn't okay.
I don't even remember. I do.
What is Dave Yeager doing right now? He ain't coaching nobody.
Yeah, he's on the bench.
Assistant. He's assistant.
76.
Yeah, Sixers assistant.
I saw him.
He's Doc's assistant.
Dave Yeager.
So I don't know what they're going to do. The Lakers, but it's
we're gonna take advantage of a small market team like the Grizzlies, and we'll
there's nobody that's gonna.
Man, just
you don't have
dream scenarios.
Yeah, you don't have.
You'll take LeBron. You'll give up something for LeBron.
Who?
I guarantee you would.
Who would?
Grizzlies.
Why would we?
If the Lakers said, "Hey, we're giving up on this thing. We're blowing it up," the Grizzlies don't put their hat in and say, "Hey,
you're right. We'll give y'all Dylan Brooks." You want Dylan Brooks?
it'll be a little more than it. You'd have to give me Jaren Jackson.
You ain't getting John or Jaren for no freaking LeBron.
If you add that guy to the city,
let me tell you something. Let me tell you
something. It ain't happening, bro.
There's no point. That would never in a million years. That's not even worth talking about. That's like trading the Laker name to the Grizzlies, the Memphis Lakers. It wouldn't. That's same thing. Like it wouldn't happen. LeBron James isn't being traded.
There's your point guard. Now you can take John.
LeBron James isn't being traded.
Hey, you can tell when we got a fresh haircut, them takes gonna be flaming hot the next day.
Just out here just making stuff up. Like it's not even. That's not absolute nonsense.
And just like I said a few weeks ago,
just
to all
nonsense.
Laker fans, something you guys do not want to eat outside of Memphis Grizzlies' incompetence when they gave them Pau Gasol and LeBron James going there to make movies. Everything else they've done has been idiotic. They've never made any smart basketball decisions ever. They got bailed out twice by the universe. And predicting that's going to happen again, and that being your saving grace is wild. But that's just how Laker fans think. I was talking to one today, like I said, he was, oh man, we're going to get Zach LaVine. Okay, for who? It's like, what are you talking about, man? How's that happening?
It doesn't make any sense. It hasn't
winning time, man.
Hasn't made any sense
I saw the show
for a while.
It's just.
I think it's hilarious that they're suing. That Jerry West is suing, by the way.
It's like trying to sue Saturday Night Live, man.
It's a fictional show.
Like trying to sue Saturday. That was great.
Sounds crazy.
It's so stupid.
Imagine
the audacity.
Hold on. Imagine being offended by somebody saying you're crazy while being crazy.
Yeah, while doing crazy
stuff.
things.
Yeah. Imagine that, Jerry West.
I just so and the thing that's been funny is to see these basketball people like, yeah, you should absolutely sue him. It's a crime to see him.
I'm tired of saying
stop it.
Who is it keeps talking about it? Is it Stein? No, who is it? Woj? One of them just keeps talking.
Stein.
About
I think Stein's the one who keeps talking.
Hey, man,
about
shut up, man.
Yeah, exactly. Just shut up. Come on.
It's like trying to sue Saturday Night Live, man. Get out of here.
Thank you. Exactly right. Couldn't.
I got a preview for tonight. If you want to hear it, or do you want me to wait till the last second?
Why don't you wait till the last second?
Let's do that.
All right, we'll take a break. Saints preview for tonight. Could it be about Game 5 tonight? Could be.
Yeah, Game 5.
Could it be about something else tonight? Could be. I don't know. He didn't say.
Oh
what
yeah.
preview,
It
so
could
I'm
have
not
been
sure.
preview for
Yeah, but he didn't say what he's previewing. But hopefully it's
Grizzlies game.
Okay, well we'll talk about it when we continue here. Live from the Family Leisure Studios, Real Sports Talk, Sports 56 98.5.
Add a little fun to your lunch break. Join Johnny Radio for Sports 56 Happy Hour from 11 to 1 every weekday on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Nestled in the heart of East Memphis, located corner of Park and Cherry, is a beautiful residential neighborhood. I'm here at Town Village Audubon Park interviewing a new resident, Carolyn. Share with us why you chose Town Village.
Well, if your parents or special friends need to make that big move, let me share with you my experience. It was tough for me to leave home, but then I discovered Town Village. I would like to highly recommend Town Village to you and your loved ones. After looking at all the amenities and meeting all the people and staff, I was hooked. From restaurant, bistro, 3 meals per day, housekeeping, transportation, security, health care, physical therapy, exercise room, and even a heated pool and spa. Come see us and make your new home at Town Village.
Visit us and call Daniel at Town Village Audubon Park at 901-374-7342. There's no place like home, Town Village.
Have a taste for some chicken salad? If you don't, find out why you definitely should. Alex Farm's Hickory Smoked Chicken Salad is guaranteed to be one of your favorite chicken salads in the world. And that's not all. Beef brisket, pulled pork, pulled chicken, loaded spuds, and so much more awaits you at 7164 Hacks Cross Road in Olive Branch, Mississippi. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Everything is made fresh daily. Friday and Saturdays are special with smoked wings, ribs, and cold brew. See Mr. and Miss Henderson today and let them know you heard it on Sports 56.
Look, I know you're hungry for amazing fajitas, and Los Cabos has got them. Los Cabos Bar and Grill with their giant baked potato fajita. It's stuffed with either chicken or steak and smothered with cheese. Or try Los Cabos classic steak fajita burrito. And if you're in need of the largest selection of premium tequilas in Memphis, then Los Cabos is your destination. You got happy hour 2 to 8 daily. And if you need a place to watch any game or just have a date night, then get yourself to one of Los Cabos locations. 6600 Stage Road, 2037 Exeter Road, 6542 Quince, and coming soon to South Haven at 3964 Goodman Road.
Drowning in IRS debt? If you can't afford to pay your IRS debt due to economic hardship, you can now be free of IRS collection efforts by taking advantage of a special IRS tax hardship program. This program allows Americans who owe the IRS to resolve their delinquent tax debt once and for all. In some cases, maybe even reducing what you owe significantly. An open phone line has been established by Community Tax for consumers to call and see if they qualify. Simply dial 800-249-2509. If you owe back taxes to the IRS and cannot afford to pay them back or have years of unfiled tax returns, help is standing by. Just call the Community Tax Helpline today at 800-249-2509 for the help that you need. Don't take on the IRS alone. They can attack your wages, savings, pension, home, and even your Social Security check. Call 800-249-2509 to see if you qualify. That's 800-249-2509.
Come see Johnny Harden in Barbecue Alley at Memphis in May, the Memphis Fairgrounds, during his live remote this Friday from 11 to 1 to win free prizes. Following will be the barbecue Buddha himself, Chris Sussman, 4 pit masters, live band, 48-foot Big Green Egg bust, and all kinds of food cooked on the Big Green Egg. Grand Champion Barbecue and Paradise Grill. Only 250 people admitted per session, $20 per ticket. So go get yours now at memphisinmay.org.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director at Lexus of Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199.
Horrible.
Call the police on a young boss player.
What's he talking about?
Upon a million.
Make a million.
I get your whipping and taking names about my pay. Straight about to pay 2,000.
Y2K. Oh my God, it's trash.
All right.
Yeah, my preview time.
Preview time. Anthony's saying we're back on grind time.
Wait, did we won tonight?
I don't know.
ESPN had a thing saying Warriors lead 3 games to 2.
Yeah.
Like, did we win already?
That's exciting.
I'll take it.
We went through the time warp.
I'll take that, man.
Okay.
Even though I think that's okay. Y'all want my preview for tonight?
Yeah, let's go.
You got that ready for me there? Let's get it. You can feel it in the streets, Peter. Feels like summer's coming, gentlemen. It feels like summer, I ain't gonna lie. After you had the Warriors down the entire game almost without Ja Morant, when nobody was making nothing for the Warriors, and you lose, yeah, I can feel it, man. Feels like summer is upon us, gentlemen. For sure.
Well, got to be honest with you.
I feel like that's the way I want it to be, man. You're at home, you lose, you get the ovation, you get to kiss your tattoos. Oh, Malika's sister's gonna be here tonight?
Yeah, she's already here right now.
I can get her.
She's already right here.
Anthony Shame going after Malika.
You can't get Malika. Hey, her sister's just as fine. Well, she ain't just as fine, but hey.
Nasty Sain is in full effect, ladies and gentlemen.
Tell her to pass me Doris Burke number while you're here.
I talked to Doris when she was here, man. Doris is very nice.
Very actually nice. A pretty lady too.
What do you mean actually a pretty? Like I didn't.
Man,
of course,
I'll be hard on my standards.
What do you mean actually a pretty?
Double C dick, while y'all.
Man, I'm not talking. You're the one who said that. No, actually pretty. I didn't say anything.
Y'all be hard on my ladies.
Is she old enough for you?
The women I choose to exalt, you guys are hard on.
No one's being hard on any. No.
Because you're exalting ladies that are like pushing up on 80 sometimes.
If you talk about
Coach K's wife.
Yeah, that's
M-I-C-K-E-Y.
I'm talking about Malika Andrews, her sister, Roz Gold, those type of ladies. This dude is combined age of those 3 together.
It's like,
wait a minute, let me do some math real fast.
Pam Grier,
little Janice Broach action.
No, it's
Malika Andrews.
Yeah,
I'm gonna throw out some numbers, Peter. You add them up for me.
What now?
Malika Andrews is
26.
Yeah, she's 26.
Right. What's her sister's name?
Kendra Andrews.
Well, actually says she's 27.
Hot dog, time out.
That
Kendra Andrews that does the ladies basketball, that's her sister?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hot dog.
All right.
Hot dog.
Kendra's 23.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Yeah, you can't be doing that.
I'm with it.
Hold on.
You can't be doing that.
Add the numbers, 27, 23.
50.
That woman is gorgeous. I did not
know
that was her sister.
My Google search history just really shows how nasty I am, too.
Yeah, I was just going to say
got to clear that out here and that again.
I typed in Malika Andrews, feet.
Anybody you
Roz
search
Gold
is
thick.
anybody feet.
All
Whatever. Right. That's your default search.
Roz Gold's
Todd Demers.
Roz Gold's 35. So now
Tim Simpson.
They got your number, there. Those 3 ladies combined are older than.
Wait, Roz Gold is
35. Yeah, I knew she was 20.
I thought she was older.
Yeah, I knew she was older. Joy Taylor's 30. Joy Taylor bad.
I was watching ESPN.
L. Duncan 39.
Watching ladies basketball because of that Andrews, Kendra. I did not know that was her sister.
Oh, yeah. What's Coach K's
she's
wife?
Good as well. She's good as well.
So here's the deal. Let's talk about tonight. You think it's over tonight?
Oh yeah. I would prefer that it just ends tonight. We celebrate on our home court.
You wouldn't want to have one more game just to play a game?
I don't want to see them have a pep rally on us in Game 6, celebrating and clowning us and shimmying. I don't want to see all that. And I'd rather lose here and we send our guys off well.
I think I feel it feels weird, but I think the Grizzlies.
I want to see Dylan kissing his tattoos and crying and come back, Dylan. We love you, Dylan. I want to see all that. Get it, man. His farewell, man.
No, I think the Grizzlies lose tonight as well. I can't. I was gonna say I can't feel it. I think the people know. I think the people know. I think it's gonna be. I wish and I hope that there's gonna be an excitement in the crowd, but I don't. I think people kind of know what the score is at this point. Ja's injury really took the sting out of the series, and then that performance in Game 4, where they really gave everything, and we're definitely in the mix for sure, but couldn't get it done. I just think, it requires so much effort. It requires so much mental toughness to keep the Warriors at bay, to keep them from doing those crazy runs like they did in Game 3. And, the Grizzlies did that. They really expended a ton of that energy. I don't know if they're going to have any more. I don't know if they have much more left in the tank. And you're requiring a lot. You're asking a lot of different guys. Yeah, I think the season ends tonight.
Yeah.
I think it
feels like something.
Not particularly close.
I think so, too.
I think the Warriors kind of run away with it.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to fold up, but I don't.
No, I just think it's going to be a 10 to 15 point game.
Probably so. I'm not mad.
I'll bring the bait in the tackle box, boys. Going.
I'd like to get a win, because if you get a win, it'll be something good to talk about.
You just said you just said you didn't want to get a win.
Well, as far as
I'm confused.
Hosting a radio
got
show.
Me so confused.
Hosting a radio show host me would like to have something to talk about. The Grizzlies down 3-2. Can they pull out 3-1? Can they come back from 3? All that kind of stuff. Plus, I just saw ESPN post a graphic saying that the series is 3 games to 2. So maybe they know.
If they win, it'll be a Game 7 watch. If they win tonight, watch.
I mean, we have to go back out there.
I think they can do it.
I will say this right here: the Warriors are not as good as they're not 3-1 looking. They're very vulnerable for sure. Yeah.
Moving is stressful, but
Thank you, Eli. Appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks.
No, I agree.
Yeah, winning on the road is stressful.
Some of these players may be moving soon, so that's possible. They maybe have to get the folks at Black Tie moving involved. Yeah, I think tonight is going to be I think it's going to be it, but I hope I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I mean,
Let's be wrong, man.
On a few occasions, sometimes I'm wrong. It's very unusual. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Just throw it out. My cue music's not working, so just throw when you're ready.
Okay. Well, that's it. We got it. We got to get out of here. Coming up next, it is sports time. They'll take you all the way to 6 o'clock. Y'all be good.
Moving is stressful, but Black Tie Moving can take the worry out of the process. Whether you're moving across town or across country, moving your home or your office, your personal moving concierge from Black Tie Moving will work with you to design a plan that perfectly fits your budget and needs.